welcome in today's class. Today the topics we have to cover are unity in diversity, and in this chapter we will complete two classes. First, we have to discuss about various types of diversities which found in Indian society, and we have also unity. Different varieties of unity exist among the people of India. So, in this chapter we have to prove that despite of various diversities found in India, still India is a typical example of unity in diversity, because we have both unity as well as diversity. But the unity or integrity always superseded to diversities, so that India is a unique country in the world because of this type of unity as well as diversity found in Indian society. So, now we will discuss what is the various names of India and various diversities, or we can say also inequalities found in different fields of Indian society. So, after introduction, we will start various types of diversity. India is a vast peninsula and subcontinent, also known as Bharatvarsha. Bharatvarsha means it is extending the area from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Assam to Gujarat, east to west. That the name of India or Mother India is reflected everywhere, and all the peoples respected, they are the son and daughter of Mother India. So, due to the vastness of Indian society, the land area about 33 lakh square kilometers in India, and also another glory, India covers more about 2.4% of world total land areas. India, also such a vast population, more than 140 crores of people, they live in India, and also India's population, they are about more than 16% of world total population. And another, we can say that also glory, the India is the second most populous country in the world, next after China. Or very soon, after a few years, we will surpass the China and will become the most populous country in the world, like India. India possesses varieties of social, economic, geographical and ecological conditions, because there are so many varieties of our social field or economic aspect and geographical as well as the climatic or ecological conditions varies throughout India, and it differs from place to another places. Different religious communities, different caste groups, various racial groups or races people, and different class groups, that means upper class, middle class and the lower class. They are in this way hierarchical arranged in a class stratification. Then on the basis of various types of genders or sex, just like we can say in this way male, females and third genders, they are also divided on the basis of gender. This type of varieties of inequalities or stratifications also we can say that exists within the Indian society, because it is impossible to maintain always in unity where there is a huge number of people or population lives. There is it is obvious to develop the misunderstanding, variance of views, idea, ideology, and so on. It is genuine that must reflected in difference, because that diversity or difference is also the another features of Indian society. Still, that diversity it becomes secondary, and that unity and integrity becomes the topmost position or primary, because that integrity is always superseding the diversities of Indian. In this topic, particularly unity in diversity, we have to prove that despite of having diversities in India, still India is a glaring or typical example of unity and diversity. Unity and integrity superseding the diversities or difference or inequalities. So, this type of social as well as economic inequalities or diversities found in Indian society. So, now we will discuss the various types of diversities found in Indian society. We will discuss one by one what are the types of diversity found. The first factors of diversity, that is linguistic diversity বা ভাষাগত বিভিন্নতা বা প্রভেদ. In this topic, in linguistic, particularly in the linguistic diversity, you know, India is a veritable tower of Babels বা ভারত হচ্ছে বিভিন্ন ভাষাভাষী বাস କରୁଥିବା ଏକ ବିରାଟ ଦୁର୍ଗ ସଦୃଶ. And also an eminent Indian sociologist, A.R. Desai, he also remarked India presents a spectacle museum of tongues. Why he said? Because India presents a spectacle museum of tongues, because in India a different lingual peoples, different speech people, they live India with proper cooperation and mutual understanding. So, India has different lingual peoples on the basis of different areas, different peoples they speak in a particular tongue. So, it is highly important that here this is quotations. भारत एक विभिन्न भाषाभाषी बास करथुवा एक संग्रहालय और म्यूजियम. Famous linguist George Grierson, in his important work, The Linguistic Survey of India, mentioned that in India there are 179 languages and 544 dialects found, according to George Grierson. So, 179 languages and 544 dialects. Dialects here means upabhasha. There are particular lingual groups is also subdivided into various dialects, the upabhasha. due to the lingual diversity, the language of North India is different from the language of South India. It is very obvious because that people, those who are living in North India, their language is completely different from the Southern India or Eastern India or Western India. In this way, that varieties of language found on the basis of different states or different places. Some of the language, spoken by majority of people, rather than more than crores of people. For example, Hindi, Telugu, Bengali. These are the various languages that are spoken by crores of people. And also some languages that are also spoken by tribal groups like Sino-Tibetan language, Austric language, coming under this, the tribal language. In this way, we have division on the basis of language or dialects. There are four major linguistic families found in Indian society. They are Indo-Aryan, Dravidian, Austric and Sino-Tibetan linguistic family. The entire India, there are four major linguistic group families found. Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, Assamese, Bengali and our language, Odia, Gujarati, Marathi and Kashmiri. These are belongs to Indo-Aryan linguistic family. So that Odia also coming under the family of Indo-Aryan linguistic family. And four southern Indian languages like Tamil, Telugu, then Kannada and Malayalam. Tamil is the language of Tamil Nadu. Telugu is the language of Andhra Pradesh. Malayalam is the language of Kerala. And Kannada is the language of Karnataka states. These peoples, they speak in these four major linguistic groups. These are the four linguistic groups. They are coming under Dravidian linguistic families. And on the other hand, the tribes of central India, they speak Austric languages. And the tribes, similarly, the tribes of northeastern India, they speak Sino-Tibetan languages. Although Hindi has been accepted as the constitutionally recognized national language because the Official Language Act 1963, in earlier class I have said, Official Language Act 1963 recognized Hindi the national as well as the official language. It can use in official purposes. So, Hindi no doubt it is an official language or a national language, but what is the position or status of English? Because it is in every sphere. We are using English in official. So, as English may not be an official language, but the status of English is associate languages, and we also using various official purposes English as a official language. So, in this sense, although Hindi accepted as the constitutionally recognized national language, but to replace English, it creates a big problem in the way of national integrations, because English also some demanded to include the 8th schedule of Indian constitutions. Due to the multilingual nature of India that affects every aspect of her national life, at present the language problem is highly acute, because it is so acute that it has posed a major threat for India, because there are reported on various places that the lingua francas, or there is a conflict between different lingual peoples. They engage in fight. This case also repeated. There also conflict tends to persist between Hindi and Urdu, linguistic group, Hindi peoples and linguistic people, Urdu people. There is also fight takes place. It also has been demanded, just I told, some peoples, those who are liking English, they demanded to insert English as the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. In this way, there is a conflict continuing relating to languages. Next, religious diversity. Religious diversity. Like lingual division and diversity, India also possesses or divided India on the basis of different religious groups. You know, India is a secular country because it has written in our constitutions. Secular state in this sense, India has no state religions. All the religious groups get equal opportunities. India as the safe and suitable land for almost all the major religions of the world are practiced by their respective followers. They cherish and they trying for development and spreading of their respective religious groups. Among the major religious groups in India, particularly, you know, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism or Parsism, Judaism and animism is also major religious group found in India. Animism is the tribal religion, those people who believe upon the supernatural powers, blind beliefs and superstitions. The tribal peoples, they are practicing the animism. Religious or communal conflict is responsible for the partition of our country, like India and Pakistan. So, the communal feelings among different religious groups still persist, because every religious community or groups, they are trying for development or improvement of their own religion in the cost of other religions. So, this is the big problem. So, every day there are so many cases are reported relating to religious conflict or communal riots. Basically, there are so many cases in India, the maximum cases reported relating to religious conflict between Hindu and Islam. because these two groups or community are arch rival in nature, parampariko pratidwandi. So that due to the cultural difference, these groups are antagonistic each other. So there are still communal exists in various or different states of India. Hinduism is the majority of India because there are about 82% of population belongs to Hinduism. On the other hand, Islam, the second most religious community of India, they are also biggest minority group of India. Hinduism is the religion of majority of India and that comprise of Indo-Aryan, Dravidian and pre-Dravidian racial groups. That means Hinduism consists of these three racial groups: Dravidian, pre-Dravidian and Indo-Aryan. The followers of Hinduism, they believe or they have a strong faith in doctrine of karma, karma tattva. That means, as you so socially you reap, jepari karma, separi karma. If you will do good deeds, so you will get moksha. And there is a lot of chances to get rebirth as a human being. If you will do misdemeanor and wrongdoings and sinful acts, so that you will penalized, you will punished in the court of God. This type of faith every Hindu possesses. So that the doctrine of karma or theory of karma, karma tattva, this is important for each Hindu. Then dharma, in the four Purushartha systems in Indian society, like dharma, karma, artha and moksha. So dharma is also another religious duty performed at the time of birth, at the time of funerals. There are ritual rites are observed as dharma. And the most important dharma or religious observed at the time of marriage. After marriage, both an husband and a wife, they have to supposed to obey certain religious duties and they take oath to live together until the last of their life. And there are certain religious duties observed by a woman because it is a loyalty towards her husband and towards God also. So in this way, various religious duties is observed in different occasions among the Hindus. Then rebirth, punarjanma par vishwas kariba. For getting rebirth, there is a mythological state. 33 lakhs after birth, again human becomes take birth as a human being. So that it is exceptional. If you will do the good deeds and philanthropic activity or benevolent towards human beings, so that you may again take rebirth as a human being. This type of feelings every Hindu they have. So if you will do thankful act, so next birth will may take birth as a dog, as a goat, or other subhumans or creatures. Then immortality of soul. Man may die, this materialized body may destroyed, but the human, his soul never dies because it is immortal. So that you may die, but your soul may not escape. At the time of judgment or punishment, that soul also may take its consequence. So, soul never perennial nature, never destroyed or died. Then renunciations. Renunciation means everything to give up, parityaga kariba. To give up the materialistic things, wealth, money, that renunciation. That means your soul is going to meet the God or heavens. So that renunciation also another duties of every Hindu. Then salvation or moksha. If you will do good deeds in your life and you pray to God, so that and you will be satisfied during your lifetime, you devoted to your life for the poor people's hungers, destitutes, weaker sections, for the betterment and cooperation for others, so that you will get moksha or salvation. Otherwise, salvation means after death, your soul will meet at heaven. That is moksha. Hinduism, they believe polytheism and idol worship. Polytheism, Bhuishwarvada, the practice of God or plurality of God. Only the Hindu religion, they have polytheism, but other religious group, they are practicing monotheism. That means trust or faith upon a single God. Because we have a plurality God. ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ମଙ୍ଗଳା ଅଛନ୍ତି, ମା ମଙ୍ଗଳା, ସରସ୍ୱତୀ, ଗଣେଶ, ଶିବ, different gods and goddesses we are worshipping. So that we are also polytheism and idol worship, murti puja kariba, inanimate objects giving the proper shape as a god and goddesses, and start to worship. This type of feelings are idol worship that only observed among the Hindu and that rejected in rest of the religious community. Then there are various sects found also among the Hindu religion. For example, the Shakta, the Saiva, the Satnami, the Lingayata, the Kabirpanthi, the Arya Samaja, the Brahma Samaja. These are the different sects found in Hinduism or Hindu religions. They are divided as all are belongs to Hindu religion, but they have different sects that means trust upon different god and goddesses. Those who are the followers of Shiva, they are known as Sois. Okay. In this way, the different sects they coexist in Hindu community. Then Islam originated in Arabia as a monolithic religion, and second most religious community in India, that is, Islam. So Islam is a foreign religion. It is not our indigenous religions, and that really in Arab country they originated and they are monolithic religion. They have the faith upon a single God. And the Islam religion came to India towards the last quarter of the 12th century AD. That started to enter into India. With Muslim invasion and the Islam people, they established long dynasty in India and encouraged conversion or religious conversions from Hinduism and Buddhism into Islamism or Islam. Similarly, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Parsism, Jainism and Anism. These are the different religious community live in India with different sects. Suppose in Islam they have also two sects, the Shia and Sunni. In Buddhist, the Hinojano and Mahajano. In Jainism, Shetambara Digambara. And in Christian, the Protestants and Catholics. In this way, these are different sects found in a particular religious community. Similarly, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism and all other religious communities, as they live in India and they have a different sects and the religious texts as well as different worshiping place. Suppose Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Veda, these are the very sacred texts of Hinduism and temple is the worshiping place. Similarly in Islam, their masjid, their worshiping place, and Quran is their sacred text. Similarly in Christianity, they have Bible and church, their worshiping place. So every religious group, they have a different place of worship and they have different texts where they are being influenced. Then the racial diversity, next. Racial diversity. Like religious and the lingual diversity, India has also the various racial diversity. You know that race refers to the collectivity of people with a set of distinctive physical characteristics, such as particular type of nasal structure, short or long height, color, type of hair, and these are the various physical features found among the peoples. That is known as what? Race. Also, they carry certain common, distinctive inherited characteristics which vary within certain range. Okay. Different racial groups, for example, some are negritos. They are black color and they are very masculine, very strong. They have flat head, flat lip, and they are very much strong in their physical structures. So, A.W. Green defined a race is a large biological human groupings with a number of distinctive inherited characteristics which vary within a certain range. So, race determines the various peoples on the basis of their biological characteristics or physical characteristics, and they have a different characteristics, particular racial groups. Okay, and also that each racial group that differs or varies from another. For example, the Negrito, their structure of body also varies from Indo-Aryan or Mongoloids. So, that is a dissimilarity found in different racial groups. So, India is also center or country of different racial groups. So, in this way, Vincent Smith, one of the scholars, said India is a ethnological museum বা ভারত হচ্ছে নৌজাতি বিজ্ঞান সম্বন্ধীয় এক সংগ্রহালয়. So, many scholars, anthropologists and experts, they have classified Indian races, and the most acceptable and scientific classifications given by Sir Herbert Risley. He classified Indian populations into seven racial types, such as the number one, Indo-Aryan. Indo-Aryan racial people, they are mainly found in East Punjab, Rajasthan and Kashmir. Rajput, Khatri and Jat caste, they belong to the Indo-Aryan racial group. And these people have physical characteristics, long head and long nose, and also they are very long or tall in height. Okay. These are the Indo-Aryan, the first racial type of Sahara. The second is Turco-Iranian. According to Risley, the Turco-Iranian racial people, they mainly found in Afghanistan and Baluchistan. Afghanistan and Baluchistan, which are now outside India. People of this racial group, they have fair color and they are very tall in height. Those who are Turco-Iranian. The third category of Risley, that is Scytho-Dravidian, the racial diversity. So this Scytho-Dravidian race is a mixed racial type of both Scythians and Dravidian, the intermixture of both Scythian and Dravidians. You know that these racial groups found in Saurashtra, Coorg and Mysore and hilly tracts of Madhya Pradesh. They found the Scytho-Dravidian, and Scythians are belongs to the upper strata, and Dravidians, that is both composition of Scythian and Dravidians, they are belongs to lower strata. These people are fair in complexion, the color, and they are broad-headed tribes. Okay, Scytho-Dravidian. Then Turco-Iranian, I am just skipping. According to Risley, the Turco-Iranian racial people mainly found in Afghanistan and Baluchistan, that is outside our country now, which are now, as outside of India, people of this particularly Turco-Iranian racial group, they have fair color and very tall in height. Okay. Then Aryo-Dravidian. Aryo-Dravidian racial group of Risley is a mixed race of Indo-Aryan and Dravidian race. Okay. This race is mainly found in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Bihar. The Aryan element found among Brahmins and other higher caste people, and the Dravidian elements found in the particularly Harijans and other lower caste people. That is the Aryo-Dravidian. Then Mongolo-Dravidian, this racial type is mixed form of both Mongolian and Dravidian races. Brahmins of Odisha, caste of Bengal belong to expect this racial group. Then Mongolid, another group, they belong to this race, is mainly found among the tribal of northeastern frontier and Assam. They are known as Mongolid people. Then Dravidian, you know the Dravidian type found in Saurashtra, southern India particularly, in Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and these racial people have a dark complexion. Okay. And Dr. B.S. Guha also classified Indian population into 6 types. Risley 7 types and this one 6 types. They are known as Negrito, Proto-Australoid, Mongolian, Mediterranean, Western Brachycephals and Nordic races. But the difference is that the Negrito race is explained by B.S. Guha, which is skipped by Sir Herbert Risley. Some anthropologists, they demanded the origin of Negro race in India, and some also they demanded the origin of Negro people in Africa, not India. In this way, there is a controversy. And this, according to Guha, Proto-Australoid, Mongoloid racial groups belongs to tribal population, and Mediterranean, Western Brachycephals and Nordic racial groups, they are belongs to general population, according to Guha. Similarly, the pre-Dravidian, the Dravidian, the Indo-Aryan, the Indo-Alpine, the Mongolian are the various types classified by Dr. A.C. Hadan. So, these are different racial groups found in our country, like India, and are classified by different socio-anthropologists. So, India also the country of multi-racial groups. Then geographical diversity. Geographically, India is a vast country at present. Its territory extends 2000 miles from Kashmir to Cape Comorin, Kanyakumari, and 1500 miles from Gujarat to Assam state. Such a vast geographical regions like Himalaya region or mountain, Ganga Jamuna plain, plate regions of central India, Deccan regions, these geographical diversities as well as climatic difference found to exist in India. We also found the freezing cold in north like Kashmir, tropical heat in the south, high rainfall areas like Cherrapunji in Meghalaya, dry land in Thor, and the hottest place, which about recording of 50-degree temperature, Celsius temperature. Okay. So, in Chur in Rajasthan, is the hottest place in the India. So, this type of climatic diversity creates unique identity and creates division among the people. In this way, we are geographically diversified. Then castes. Caste is an important type of social stratification which is unique in India, because caste is only found in India. No countries which exist in caste system. As caste system is an important pillar of Indian social systems, okay, which originate from Varna system. Varna, 4 Varnas. The major castes which are found in almost the states are Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and apart that the Harijans or scheduled castes or untouchable castes which also found within the caste hierarchical order. According to C.H. Kulle, when a class is somewhat strictly hereditary, we may call it caste. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ଶ୍ରେଣୀ କେତେକାଂଶରେ ବଂଶାନୁକ୍ରମିକ ହୋଇଥାଏ ତାହାକୁ ଆମେ ଜାତି କହୁଛୁ। ଚାର୍ଲସ ହଟନ କୁଲେଙ୍କର ଏଇଟା definition ବା ସଂଜ୍ଞା। Caste is a major type of social stratification which different caste people are arranged in hierarchical order. In India, caste hierarchical order, Brahmin occupies the superior positions and the untouchables occupying the bottommost position of caste hierarchy. And Brahmins enjoying maximum prestige and the untouchables suffering or maximum disability. As Brahmin originated in the mouth of Lord Vishnu, Kshatriya from arm, Vaishya from thigh, and from foot the Shudra caste they have originated. Okay. At present, more than 2,000 of subcastes found in India. The maximum subcaste is found within the Shudra castes, not Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Okay. So, due to the endogamous nature of rule of marriage in the caste system found, which creates inequality and discrimination among the peoples, because exogamous rule of marriage is strictly restricted in caste systems. Also, mobility of caste system is highly difficult task. No one can either climb upper level or lower ladder within a caste system, because it determines on the basis of individual birth. During lifetime, no caste change, alter or substitute his caste positions, because it is hereditary in nature. In a caste system, Brahmins also as a superior caste only accept pakka food, which is prepared by ghee, and not kacha food, which is prepared by water. In a caste hierarchical order, that the all types of opportunity is enjoyed by Brahmins, and all types of restriction or disability or suffering or exploitation suffered by untouchable castes are which found within Shudra castes. Then class diversity. Like caste system or caste diversity, we have also class diversity, because Indian society has been stratified on the basis of both caste as well as caste systems. In a class system, there are upper class, middle class, and the lower class. Upper class, there who are the the economically better of people. Okay, they are occupying the superior caste, and those who are the worker, lower class people, financially unsound, they are coming under lower class, and in between those who are in middle position, they are occupying the middle class. Okay, but unlike the caste stratification, the class stratification is open type of social stratification, which allows its members to up and down in class order, because class is not based upon the bar system, because it achieves status. Individual can achieve, climb any caste by virtue of his quality, talent, industrious work, his ability, name and fame, reputation, and so on. So, upper class, their position is high because they are coming under superior categories, and lower class, as they are inferior positions, basically those who are the workers, laborers, daily laborers, and other menial wage getting people, they are coming under lower class. But the sizable number of people, the highest number of people, they are belongs to middle class family. There is also the always conflict or fight takes place among different racial groups, because the superior class, they treated the very low eye to the inferior or lower class people. Okay. But they are maintaining certain range of distance from lower class people, because they have economically diversity or difference found, and upper class, they are getting maximum benefits or maximum enjoyment, maximum opportunities, and the lower class, they are also depriving all types of facilities, opportunities, and some extent they are also exploiting. Okay. So these are the various types of diversities we have discussed, and next class we will discuss various types of unities and prove, despite of diversity, still India is a glaring example of unity